Chris abroad has never had to apologize for my behavior in Japan, even though I travel to Japan a lot. So that's why I consider myself a good tourist, and I want to share some tips how to be a good tourist in Japan. The first thing I want to teach you is a word. And even before I pronounce it, I need you to look at it, so it's going to appear right now. Please remember this word. Take a screenshot, write it down, make a tattoo, I don't know, remember this word. This word is kinshi. Kinshi means prohibited. So whenever you're in Japan, you see these two symbols that read kinshi, that means there's something you're not allowed to do. Examples where you will see the word kinshi. Smoking is prohibited, kinshi. Walking or entering certain areas is prohibited, kinshi. Taking pictures, making videos, sharing them online, you will see this word using it. You will often see the word kinshi above garbage cans in public toilets. Tourists tend to do the very bad thing. They throw their garbage in public toilets, and you're not allowed to do it. You need to throw to this one only toilet paper and stuff like that. So that's why there's going to be a word kinshi. In some places, it's not allowed to feed or contact with animals. So there's going to be a kinshi sign for it. And you will see this word everywhere, so please remember it to be a good tourist. Of course, in most cases, whenever you see the sign that says kinshi, you will see the similar sign in English side by it. Sometimes you can travel somewhere where you don't see anything in English. There are still a lot of places in Japan that don't have signs like that in English. And if you see the word kinshi, now you know there's something is not allowed, right? So you can take a picture, use Google Translate or any other automatic translation, or ask someone around oh, I saw there's a sign that says kinshi, that something is prohibited. I can't read Japanese, can you help me please translate everything else? Anyway, it's going to be on you. You will be aware that there are some rules and you need to discover and follow them. And I decided to start this video from this word kinshi about being not allowed to do something, because in Japan you will need to learn how to accept no a lot. Since Japan is so known as a very polite country, a lot of people expect that they will hear yes to everything around, and it's quite the opposite. So, for example, when I travel around Europe, I know that in most places, of course not everywhere, but in most places, if I don't like something in my food or have allergy, I can ask someone to customize my order, oh, can you please remove shrimps, or can you please put tomatoes in this one, or something like that. And in most cases, I know I will hear yes. In Japan, this is not a thing. If you go to a food place, you have to accept that you will get exactly what's on the menu without any customizations, unless it's mentioned in the menu, unless it's said oh, you can actually put extra something in here, or you can actually remove something in here, or please tell us about your allergies, or stuff like that. There are a lot of content online where people complain about it. Oh, we asked them to, I don't know, put garlic in our order and they refused and we were so flabbergasted. So I don't like it. Guys, everyone around the world are different, and to be a good tourist, you need just to accept it. I think it's fine if you maybe sometimes ask about customization if you really need it, but if you hear no, please just accept it and move on. It's on you to do a research, especially on a food. By the way, I have a video about food in Japan. It will be a good start for your research. And you just need to accept it, and it will make you a good tourist, because you're not getting flabbergasted by every little thing. I think personally, the lack of customization in Japan works for the best. Again, in Japan, because you always go somewhere and you get exactly what's on the menu. You know, you're not surprised. You're not surprised in a good way, because everyone following a certain pattern, and you're happy to be, you know, somewhere where everything is structured very nicely instead of chaos. Just accept that sometimes when you ask about something, about customization of your order or anything like that, you may hear no. Of course, very polite no, or like very, very sweet and nice no. Just take it. Just be like, oh, okay, Japan. I'm in Japan. I'm a good tourist in Japan, so I'm accepted. And with that, I have my next point, also about accepting the culture. At the beginning of the video, I joked about Chris abroad, mostly because he reports a lot of bad tourist behavior on his channel, and usually it's somewhere in the shrine or temple, because people treat them as an amusement park. So my next tip is, don't treat those locations as an amusement park. It's very easy to be a good tourist in Japan. You don't go to a temple or shrine and do yoga there, or do push-up there, or do pull-ups on torii, wooden gate there. You don't do that stuff there, okay? You probably, if you're from like Christian countries, you will not do that in the church, right? So please don't do that in locations like that. These are sacred places, they should be respected. A lot of stuff around there is very, very old, and you will see a lot of kinshi signs telling you to not touch something. And that's another thing that people do, like, oh, trying to touch everything. So this tip is very important, and it's actually super easy to apply. I understand you can be like stressed right now, like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? I will put some shrines etiquette links in the description. You can just read them. But basically, don't be loud, be aware of your surroundings, follow instructions. For example, sometimes they let you go inside the shrines, so usually it means you need to take off your shoes, put them in the plastic bag, be very cautious. If you're with kids, please take your eye on them, because they definitely will try to touch something that's not allowed to touch. I think it's your job to remember the word kinshi, or make your children remember this word. If you want to do some kind of ritual, follow instructions. There definitely is going to be written somewhere how to pray properly, how to fortune tell. And this part for me, it's very hard to record it, because last year I went to Meiji Jingu. It's a sacred place in Tokyo that I really love. I go there all the time. It's very beautiful. It's like in the middle of the forest, but in Tokyo. I had to witness something horrible there because of the bad tourist behavior. Ancient wooden gate was surrounded by a fence, and there was a sign in English saying that, oh, someone damaged it, and first time in this place history we had to, you know, to stop people letting to be close to it because it's damaged. So basically some tourists tried to carve his name on the ancient wooden gate, and it was so horrible. Even for me, it was like such a horrible experience to see that, and it was like horrible both as someone who really likes this place and it was damaged, and as someone who travels to Japan a lot and wants people to have only the greatest experiences there. Such a great country, so many things to do there, and I was so stressed when I saw this. Please be respectful. Let's move on to the final part of this video. If you want to be a good tourist in Japan and enjoy your stay in Japan, you need to stop overthinking everything. Because I have to tell you guys, you will do something wrong for sure, and it's okay. As long as you're doing your best to avoid some stuff, if you miss something, it's fine. And most content creators, especially viral ones, trying to tell you about some things that they are like, oh my god, if you did that, you're the worst person in the world. Like, I promise you, most of the things are not like that. For example, tipping is not a thing in Japan. You don't tip in Japan. But just in case, if you're like accidental, you know, it's your habit, you put some cash on your bill because that's how you used to do it. You didn't notice, you forget. They will tell you like, oh, sorry, sumimasen, please, can you take it? And you just say, oh, sumimasen, take your money and forget about it. Sometimes I saw TikTok saying, oh, it's offensive if you try to tip. It's not offensive. It's not offensive. I mean, it's just not a thing. They will be just confused, you know. In most cases, you probably can cause someone a mild confusion, you know. To be rude, you need to do a really, you know, weird shit like drawing on ancient buildings and stuff like that, you know. Don't overthink everything. Try to be calm. And also, I already have to tell you, you're on a absolutely correct path to be a good tourist because you're doing your research, right? You're watching this video because you're doing your research. And I put some links, again, more links to my description about train etiquette, about shrines etiquette. I have a video about first trip to Japan, you can watch it later. This is how you're going to be a really great tourist in Japan. And I am already proud of you because you're doing this research and there's going to be even more good tourists in Japan. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your interest in learning how to be a good tourist in Japan. If you'd like to learn more about the common mistakes to avoid while visiting Japan, be sure to check out my video on that topic. I'm Tori and I create videos about Japan, anime, manga and my life in general. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. I'm already working on my next video, so see you in the next one!